RSS Tenacious with an embarked naval helicopter and the ship's security units were drilled for their operational readiness in the South China Sea in the last week of February.
This is coalition forces. Put your hands up and move to the bow of the ship. I say again, put your hands up and move to the bow of the ship.
Having passed the test, RSS Tenacious will be the second frigate deployed to support the multinational counter-piracy efforts in the Gulf of Aden. In this episode, we take a closer look at how the service men and women juggle multiple roles on board the frigate and keep it moving like clockwork. With the ship operating with a lean crew, many of them have to take on dual roles. ME2 Amar's primary job is that of a communication system supervisor, but because of this deployment, he had to be cross-trained to take on the role of a flight deck marshaller.
Being part of the flight deck team enables me to understand the operations of the helo much better. The helo enables us to look even further than what our ship could have seen. It gives us the ability to detect and deter any piracy out at sea.
ME2 Bay, a sensor supervisor on board the ship, also doubles up as a crew on board the helicopter for this deployment.
My primary job will be anti-submarine warfare. So together with the frigate, we will be hunting for submarines.
ME2 Bay has undergone prior training to operate the guns on board the frigate before being cross-trained as an air gunner.
During OBS, I'll be the door gunner. If need be, we'll be firing to defend the merchant vessel against the pirates. I was doing the firing yesterday and all has been going smoothly.
On a normal day, good weather and natural light allows the crew of RSS Tenacious to go about their duty with relative ease. However, the frigate with the embarked helicopter is also required to operate under other challenging circumstances. For example, to operate at night, the crew have to carry out their duties intuitively under pitch dark conditions, and this takes months of training.
The training is tough. We have day and night training in harbour so that the guys will be familiar. I definitely felt honoured and proud to be part of this team, working up together from scratch and all the way up to our current state.
Below the flight deck, the chefs are busy cooking up a storm in the galley to reward the crew with a hot meal for their hard work. So what exactly is required to feed a crew of about 150 people?
For example, today the chicken that we use is about 20 kg and the vegetable are used about 10 kg. This will be the amount of food that we actually use per meal.
At times, conditions out at sea are less than ideal. Nevertheless, the crew on board RSS Tenacious know that the chefs will try to whip up a meal no matter how challenging the sea condition gets.
I think everybody needs to eat, okay, when be it in whatever situation they be. Because after a hard day of work, the most rewarding part or most fulfilling part is actually a full stomach of warm food there.
The chefs work on shifts just like the rest of the crew. And cooking is not the only thing that they do.
For this deployment, we have a total of 6 chefs, which will be split into 2 teams. So one team will have 3 chefs each. Apart from cooking as a chef, we need to close up as a first aid party, as and when. As a first aid party, we need to be trained in CPR and field dressing as well.
Witnessing the ship and her crew in action over the last 4 days has been a truly amazing experience. I was tired and getting a little homesick. But just then I felt a sense of deep appreciation for the crew, knowing the task that was ahead of them. And I guess I wasn't the only one that felt this way.
Well, it's not easy to be away, to have him away from the family for about 3.5 months, I think it's very important that we also send our men and women to the Gulf of Aden to protect the waters there. It's an important seaway for a lot of international ships that go past this main conduit of passage. I hope that our armed forces will also be able to play a very important role there.
Well, it's certainly very sad because he will be away from the family for about 3 months. When he serves the nation, it's what he wants to do. It's part of what he likes to do. So it is so important to him, and it's also important to our country. So I will have to stand by him.